Hello, everybody. Bobby, 2 minutes, yours. Go ahead. It's football season, fans, so you know what's going on. I'll introduce our guest in a second.
You know what? I fucking hate you. You fucking Wisconsin shit. You gave us
warned
Mike
you.
McCarthy.
I
So
warned you.
fuck you.
You
Okay?
were warned.
Fuck you. You gave us Mike McCarthy. Okay, the dude is fucking garbage. You don't draft a court. You don't draft a running back. We don't have a fucking backup. Our second best receiver is a fucking tight end. Third best wide receiver may be the fucking fullback. That is how garbage we are. We can't stop a freaking run. Josh, fuck you.
Hi, friends, and Bobby. What's up, Josh?
We can't stop a freaking
Hey, Josh.
run.
What's up, man?
I just don't get it. I'm done.
Oh, you're done? You had a minute left.
I don't care.
Okay, we
Short and
are
sweet.
back
That's why we
live.
like it.
We are back live. As you can tell,
Fuck you and your
BT.
Chris Jericho haircut.
As you can tell, BT is running a little bit late, but we still have our. Yeah, holy shit, he's here. And
Speak
he's
of the devil.
shit already. Our very special guest, we have co-owner of Wonderful Entertainment. Oh my God, time to mute you. We have Mr. Eric Tyler.
What's up, guys? How's it going? It's a pleasure to be on your show here today.
Mr. Eric Tyler, before we ask any questions, I'm going to let you pub your big show coming up.
All right. Well, coming up in just about 2 weeks on October 5th, One Fall Entertainment, along with Pink Heels in Sheboygan County and Lake 98.1, present our 4th annual cancer show, OFE Pink Heels 2024, coming up at St. Elizabeth Seton Catholic School in Sheboygan. And we're going to be raising money for those who have been affected by cancer. And so far, over the last 3 years, we are up to $35,000, and we are looking to raise some more cash to help those that are in need. So we have a lot of great matches lined up for this show, as you guys know, and have a lot of raffle prizes and some other goodies going on as well. So it's going to be a fun time.
Did you want to pub any matches or raffle baskets, or did you want to get straight into it?
Oh, well, we can get straight into it. We'll save those goodies for the end of the show.
I was going to say, we do have opportunity to pub things later on, so it works out well. So what my question for you is, how did you get your start in the wrestling business? Not only as an owner, but as DJ and ring announcer. So you got a three-parter.
Okay, so I'll actually mention how I got, familiar with the indie business first. I remember I was in high school, and it was like our graduating year, and there were some posters hanging up around talking about a wrestling show coming up at Big Wheel, which was our kind of like our roller rink over there, I guess. So it was one of the very first GLCW shows way back in like 1998, 2000, somewhere in that era. And it was ran by Tough Tom, and Doink the Clown was in the house. So all of our friends, I think the original.
The original?
Yeah, I believe so. But yeah, all of our friends made all these Doink signs, and he was in a tag match, I believe, and he wound up taking some breaks and sitting right next to us eating our nachos and our popcorn while his partner was doing all the work. So I thought it was hilarious. I was having a blast. Then, like, as soon as it's like more names started showing up, like the Honky Tonk Man and Sergeant Slaughter, and I was like, "This is the best thing ever." So, we started doing some traveling over to the old ACW, which is now HWE, I guess we could say. And we got to know guys like Ken Anderson and Cujo and Kevin Kruger and all that. So, me being a wrestling fan for over the last since I was like 5 or 6 years old, we'll say, it's like, man, I really want to get into the business because it's been my thing for like a very long time. And I decided to try out. So I asked, I believe it was Mike Mercury at the time. I was like, man, how can I get in and try out? He's like, well, we got this it's kind of like a barn out in Suamico or whatever. And they had this big couch sitting right there, right by the ring. And I learned how to wrestle. And one night was good enough for me. Uh, so it was me, Kevin Kruger, Cujo, a referee, and then Kate Anderson were in there. And it was a lot of bumping. So it was a lot of hip tosses and arm drags and things like that. And I was a young, scrappy 21, 22 years old, and I was ready to go. I'm like, I got so much stamina. Let's keep going. So I found out the next morning that kind of took a toll on me, on my body. I had like a bruised tailbone, and my neck was stiff, and my back was hurting. I'm like, wow. Okay, now I kind of see how it goes, like how the guys actually do their work and stuff. So I took a break, and I was like, I still got to find a way to get in there. So 6 years later, a little older, a little more meatier, I guess. I decided, hey, I'm going to go try out again. So I went down to Brew City Wrestling, and it was all cardio stuff and no bumps, or hardly any bumps, I should say. And yeah, I could really tell the difference within those 6 years. I don't have the body for it. I'm like out of air. It's like, man, I am so out of shape. So I was like, okay, I'm going to try something different. So I went back up to Green Bay, and I talked to Jason Jerry, and I was like, man, is there like any non-wrestling spots you have that I could possibly do? And he goes, well, I do have this ring announcer spot available. I was like, oh, sweet, I'll take it. So he told me that there was going to be a guy that was supposed to be there to, show me the ropes and how to do it. And I was like, don't worry, Jason, I got this. Give me the damn mic. So I took the mic and I walked up to the ring. I did a little spiel. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, the opening contest is scheduled for one fall. And Jason's like, all marking out and stuff. He's like, where have you been these last 7 years? I'm like, sitting in the front row. So he pretty much gave me the job right on the spot. And from then on, I was all over Wisconsin, and almost every weekend I was booked. And at the 10-year anniversary, I decided to pass the torch and decided to do some DJing. But I also had that opportunity to promote a couple shows as well for WPW at the time. And my first show I did was in a small village of St. Cloud, which is like 450 people. And everybody thought it was just going to be a joke because it's like a small village. Nobody's going to show up. Well, 300 people showed up. And yeah, that's kind of how I kind of got a little ego on that. I was like, man, I know I could do this more and more all the time because I'm raising money for certain nonprofits and putting on good shows for all these people. And it was just something that I had to get used to. So once WPW switched ownership, they decided to stay strictly in the Green Bay area. So that kind of left me, out on a whim. It's like, okay, I'm a sound guy. That's cool. But in my mind, it's like, I want to be creative. I want to show people what I have in my mind that I'd like to bring out that nobody else would want to do. So having shows in the Sheboygan area and the Calumet County area, I was like, I think I'm going to try to run on my own. So 2020 was the first time I was supposed to do it, but of course COVID came along and there went that idea. So the following year, 2021, that's when One Fall Entertainment was born, and here we are today.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, that's a long-winded story.
No, I didn't mean to take up so much time because I know I'm gonna get some shit from Bobby and Brandon. But BT, it is a way better.
Okay, Eric, not related to Steven Tyler. I got a question for you. So,
yes, sir.
Explain the creation, how you got to the idea of the name One Fall Entertainment, and how the process from when you started compared to it is now. How it's journey been for you?
Okay, well, the name of One Fall Entertainment, well, being the ring announcer for that long, you know what they always say, this match is scheduled for one fall. So I'm like, okay, one fall. And basically with the entertainment thing, well, being a DJ, I also DJ for weddings and stuff like that too. So I just think of entertainment. I want to entertain the fans the best I can with the talent that we get and the stories and the shows that we put on. Put it together, you get One Fall Entertainment. So the kind of the transformation between then and now, it's different. I'm starting to learn a lot more. And I've been putting on less shows than I have been since I started, but it's a process that needs to get worked on, and having the Pink Heels shows really help because it gets the community together, and it'll help grow not just for OFE alone, but for like any other business and stuff. It's like you got to have a community, you got to have fans. You got to try to get everybody together and put on the best brand that you can. But that's what I'm trying to do.
Bobby?
So, first off, I'm sorry, Eric. I don't know why I'm being attacked today. I have done nothing to nobody.
I have done
just came
nothing
on
wrong
here
to you.
do a show.
He's talking about the comment
Talk
section.
about the comments. I don't know where all these
Is it
neckbeards
racism?
come and attack me. Okay, defending Josh. I have done nothing to Josh. Josh
Cool
was
noodle
like,
death match. It's time.
Josh is with me. I'm just trying to do my job. Do not listen. The Cowboys lost. I have said nothing to nobody. Okay, I'm just trying to be a good person.
Well, I mean, you did say
Okay.
this.
Okay,
And you said this.
I didn't say anything. Okay, there's no proof. This is Duffy BT and Bobby Wrestling Show. Okay,
Okay, but I didn't type it.
I didn't type that shit
if you did. I don't know if you did or not because Brandon, you like to fuck with people. Hence
I
the
did
name
not.
Dallas season and the casket. I am so sorry, Mr. Eric.
No.
I'm a little emotional right now, and I'm trying to get my parents. Please forgive me, okay? But I will do the best, like the professional that I am. I will do.
Bobby,
We're getting a 7-minute speech
Bobby.
right now.
Bobby.
What?
Tony Romo would have waited till at least week 5 for your season to end.
Jesus.
Eric,
Bobby, if you don't mind, we do have a. Oh my God, Mikey. We do have a viewer question from Jay Johnson. Who is Eric's?
You say his fucking name correct.
Say it. Say it right now.
It's literally Jay Johnson. That's what he just
It
fucking
is
said.
the glam god himself. We are in the presence of fucking royalty.
Oh, he said, "Who is Eric's favorite manager growing up, and why was it Logan Ross?"
Well, I didn't know Logan Ross when I was growing up, but right now I would say, hey, yeah, Logan Ross has a pretty nice beard and he's got a wonderful suit too. So that's why I got to go with Logan Ross. But
you don't have to pick me.
But in reality, Bobby Heenan is always number one. Bobby the Brain. It's hands down.
It's a weird way to say Logan Ross.
Eric, so you notice my friend's receding hairline up at the top.
Wow. You don't even have a hairline. You don't even have a hairline. You don't even have a football team.
Would you put him in a hair versus hair match? Would you book him in a hair versus hair match?
Oh, absolutely. Logan's going to win. He's got those lovely locks. I mean, just look at that. You can't go wrong.
Yeah, it's more like a weave.
Best guest ever.
Thank you.
Back.
Broken. So, serious question: How did you meet Fuckface up here? And was he begging you for a job?
It's so I can eat.
Oh man!
I gave you a warning. This show's gonna be fucked. At least.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not complaining.
How did you meet Logan Ross?
I'm sorry. What was the question again?
How did you meet exactly? I know sometimes when I say Logan Ross, people just tune out. How did you meet my esteemed co-host up at the top?
How did I meet him?
Yes.
Boy, was it at a Now show? I believe.
I forget.
Yeah, I'm
fellow.
pretty sure it was at
I
a
know
Now
we
show.
met at a show though.
Poor fellow,
Yeah.
he was so drunk he doesn't even remember.
Jeez.
He had to wash
Yeah,
away
we'll
the
go with
stain.
that one. We won't
He had to
say there
wash away
wasn't
the
anything else.
stain of meeting Logan Ross.
Right?
Ha! He said no.
I want to say it was a Now show. Yes.
Yeah, I think it was.
And then just traveling with Chris the One Fall shows and hanging out.
Yes, that's true too. Yep. Yeah, you got to come out to some more of those. They're fun stuff.
You know, when I'm not booked, I love to come out. It's just
You're never
I'll be
booked.
booked.
So
Wow.
I saw that coming. I knew it.
You gotta
It's
book
like
him
you've
six-
seen the show.
you gotta book him 6 months in advance or he won't show up.
and
That
I-
is bullshit.
unless you're now, he'll just no show you.
All right,
Jump
you're
Logan
jumping
Ross.
me. Yep, I knew.
I am gonna
Go
jump
ahead.
you. It says you are the co-owner of One Fall Entertainment. Who is the
Yes.
He asked who's the other.
Oh, who's the other one? That would be my wonderful ex-wife Tiffany. Yeah.
She got hacked.
Yep, we are actually we're a pretty good team, even though we aren't together anymore. But yeah, she's a wonderful person. She works really hard, trying to keep everything together, and she's like the glue. She's the glue that keeps it together. So I appreciate all of her hard work that she's done. And yeah, we won't get into the personal stuff, but
Yeah.
but yeah,
Just,
as a business, we're doing the best we can, and I couldn't have really done without her. So
I'll point to hold on a minute because I'll point to Josh's question. Hold on a minute. I'll point to Josh's question. Ring announcer is kind of a stretch, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
The never-ending beef between you two.
no, I like that question, Josh. That's actually a good question. I love it. It doesn't bother me when people scream One Fall at Now shows or HWE shows or any shows. I scream along with it, and I try not to take credit for it, but it's not my thing because I didn't come up with it myself. It's just a collective phrase, if you will. So yeah, I'm cool with it.
No,
And I
Josh.
just
No,
wanted to show this because
No, Josh. You had to. No, Josh. See, you fear me because you had to invoke my name when I wasn't there. Say my name and I'll appear. So you believe in me. You believe.
Hobby Wrestling Show. 3 idiot friends who share their stupid opinions together, though. They've got a special guest every Sunday on Facebook. Make sure you follow them to catch up on all the wrestling action that they are a part of. And tell Bobby he's awful because he really is.
See,
Sponsor.
And then I'm so sorry, Eric. He's distracting me. And then you'll come on the show. Let's get the truth. No, shut your mouth, ho.
Oh yeah.
Oh, geez.
Bobby said he's undisputed champ, so shut up, bitch.
Oh,
Oh, speaking of champs, Mr. Eric Tyler, you mentioned you wanted to talk about your tag team championships earlier.
oh yes.
Would you like
Yep,
to take
that's
this opportunity?
Yeah, we have a lot of stuff going on at Pink Heels coming up in October, including the vacant OFE Tag Team Championships on the line. Cal Hero and Al Snow were our tag team champions, the newest Rockers. Unfortunately, they had to relinquish their titles due to contractual issues because OVW has gone national and they are booked a lot now. So we didn't have a choice but to have them relinquish their titles. So coming up at Pink Heels for those titles, it will be the Marman and the Swag Man, otherwise known as Milwaukee Vice, taking on none other than Ruffo and Yabo, the Brothers of Funstruction, for those vacant tag team championships.
Sorry, you say the guy's name's Yabo?
Yeah, Yabo.
Duffy, book him.
I mean, I can try. They're hard guys to get a hold of.
Right?
Just
Yeah,
Yabo.
they're really busy in NWA and Juggalo Championship Wrestling, and now they're like down in Mexico a lot too. So it's a challenge, but You got to get lucky
If
to
not,
book those
you know,
guys.
If not, find Oso.
You want me to book Oso, but you chased Oso away.
That's the Carlos Colon technically did, but it's not my fault.
Since BT fucked up the order, Bobby, we're back to you.
Okay, so
All right,
Why-
we're done showing things.
why sorry again, Mr. Tyler. So I have a question for you. So, you're the co-owner of One Fall Entertainment. We access of the wrestlers. Has there been, and you can plead the fifth, has there been anybody that you'll just never book again because they were complete ass?
I would say no.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, we're not.
Wow. Wow.
Are you trying to hint at something there?
Wow.
No, that was not me. That was not me.
You
My
fucking
answer.
you piece of shit.
I support my
Wow.
I know who did it. It's BT. He does it every week when this question is asked.
I support my friend, okay?
Let's get a refresher on your answer since somebody wanted to be a smart ass down.
All right. So the question was, is there anybody that I booked that's been an ass, you said?
No, that's been complete garbage in the ring. Like
Somebody that you wouldn't book.
like you wouldn't book again.
Oh, that I wouldn't book?
Yeah.
I like to give as many opportunities as I can to people. It doesn't matter, if they've been wrestling for like 20 years or if they're just starting out. That's kind of the thing. It's like you got to give people opportunities to show what they have to offer. So even Logan Ross.
So,
All right, everybody's in on this.
So to
Book
bounce
him.
off,
Would you book Logan Ross? Hold on a minute. One more question. Would you book Logan Ross in a death match?
In a death match.
Yes.
You gonna finish the question, or are you just gonna only ask half of it?
We'll do the hair versus hair match, though. I still like that.
The rest of the question is, and would you do it against Nick Gage? Way to ruin your own bit.
Oh, man. That's a tough one. Yeah, I don't want to see anything happening to Logan, though. That's the problem.
Well, Logan's kind of a
gentleman
booze
we have.
specialist. Logan kills people.
Before we get to my question,
well, hold on. Well, before
we got
get to
Josh.
that, we're talking about your hair versus hair.
All
So
right.
the person when Duffy loses, can he just scalp him instead of like shave his head?
Oh,
Can't do that.
And the jump,
what is this?
and
The
bounce off-
1800s?
And to bounce off Bobby's question, how many opportunities do you have to give Logan Ross before you just say, fuck it, I can't do it?
I don't know if there'll be that many. Maybe just a one and done thing.
I was gonna say I'd have to get booked first.
Yeah, right. Get that one opportunity. We'll see where it goes from there.
I don't.
New Jack,
We're not
New
spreading
Jack.
false information.
You killed New Jack.
Rest in peace, New Jack.
If we're still on this 4 years later.
Sorry, Ross. You're done with that one.
But Josh, I'm guessing Josh is asking Ruffo or Rough Crossing. Who do you prefer?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I really haven't had the opportunity to work with Ruffo. This might be like my first or second time. So I'm used to seeing Rough Crossing, and he's a redneck, rough and tough guy, and he's vicious. He's a vicious dude. I haven't seen the Ruffo side in person, so I'm not sure what he has to offer. But if he's anything like his brother Yabo, yeah, Ruffo would be my choice. So for now, I'll say Rough Crossing.
Now, in your experience as a ring announcer, is there any time that you were heckled by the crowd, and did it get to you?
Ooh, that's a good one. I think there were. I don't really know. I will say I did get hit in the nuts by dysfunction a few times while I was trying to ring announce. But
Yeah, you gotta be careful, Ro.
there were some times where my tie would kind of get out of place every once in a while, or sometimes when I'm getting a little too anxious, the collar of my shirt would like be out of whack, so they kind of nitpick me on some certain things, but it never bothered me. I just mess around with the crowd and just move on from there.
All right. BT? BT, you're muted, in case you didn't know. Okay, I think we're skipping BT and going to Bobby.
It's the Duffy and Bobby show, I guess.
He still isn't unmuted, so we're definitely going to Bobby.
All right.
So, Mr. Tyler, so you are the owner of One Fall Entertainment, and you are an illustrious ring announcer. What advice would you give somebody that is trying to maybe not get into wrestling?
Well, basically, just relax in there. You don't want to get stressed out. You got to know how to talk to people because you're going to be in front of a decent amount of people every weekend. But you got to have enthusiasm. That's kind of the main thing because you are basically the host. Like if you're running a big party and some big name comes walking into your party, you want to make them feel as special as possible. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're on the lower part of the card or the higher part of the card. You got to make them feel like they're the best thing in the whole world. I mean, even Logan Ross.
I understand.
I mean, just have the voice. Yeah, have the voice. Be articulate. Kind of enunciate your words a little bit. Just make everything special but exciting, and have energy, but not too much energy. Just the right amount.
Bobby, did you have a follow up?
Did you know that your friend is a dad beater? I just want to let you know. I just want to let you know what type of person that you're getting involved with this.
Hey, I gotta learn as I go, okay?
Oh my god. Turn on your dad one time, all of a sudden you're a dad beater. All right. So apparently he can't be here on the show, but he can type and ask questions. So hello, Mr. Tyler. I am in the rafters like Sting right now. My question is, to take it off wrestling, what's the most wild story / events you have from DJing?
Is this at a wrestling show or just like all in all?
Why don't we do both?
Okay. Wrestling show. Okay. There's been a couple instances where my speakers have been knocked over by wrestlers. There was one time I did an ACW show and I had my speakers up on a stage, and one of the guys I was commentating for that show was probably drunk, maybe a little wasted. I don't know, but got out of his chair, started walking, knocked the speaker down, and it landed on somebody that was sitting in the back row and kind of banged their elbow up pretty good. That was one kind of major instant. There's another one where another wrestler knocked down the speaker and it bumped into my entrance, and then the entrance took a spill. So there's been things like that. Joey Avalon put his little mini shovel in my gearbox one day and smashed a lens or two, but I don't think he knows that. I don't tell a lot of people these things, but that's another instant I had. I've had people trip over power cords. I mean, this comes like fans and wrestlers, and that's like all these last minute things that you got to try to figure out in the middle of the show. So last winter I fell down some steps at my old apartment and I had my laptop in my bag. So that was kind of like my comfort zone, which was nice, but my laptop didn't really agree with that very well. So the screen broke, but that was it. So luckily when I got to the show, Dave Hero noticed what was going on and he's like, well, I got this TV sitting in my garage. I can go run and get it. I was like, okay. So then he told Cal to run and get it. So Cal got this TV, and I wound up hooking my portable hard drive up to the TV. Or no, portable hard drive up to the laptop, and then put the HDMI from the laptop to the TV. And then I had a screen. I was like, oh, thank God. So I actually got to keep running with the show, but it was very scary because I didn't want to have a show without music, because that's an important part of having a show. So wrestling wise, that's pretty much been about it as a DJ. But when it comes to weddings and things, I could tell stories forever, but I don't want to get too involved in that. I'll just say that there was one that didn't last very long because one of the wives' moms had a heart attack, and the wedding only went about an hour.
Was Duffy there? Did she see him?
Yeah, Duffy was there. He was handing out the drinks.
You saw my jacket.
She probably mistook you for Bigfoot. Said, "Good Lord, what is that?"
Right.
He said the marriage or the party lasted an hour.
So yeah, the reception only went about an hour, and then the wedding party wanted to stay, but they just sat there and drank most of the time, and then one of them took a spill out in the parking lot, and it was just a hot mess. And I got paid, so I just went home. I was like, I'm good.
Well, alrighty, Mr. Eric Tyler, you stay put. You don't go anywhere. But I think it's time for somebody's shit take of the week.
It is time once again for Bobby's shit take of the week, presented by Elite Wrestling Society.
No! Well, since he isn't up here now, my shit take of the week is Brandon Taylor. I'm just joking.
Oh, I was hoping you were for real.
No, because I wanted him up here when I make a shit take, but
he's still watching. He's making comments in the comment section.
I just wanted to be a dick. But my shit take is actually, surprisingly, it's not from the group. Because when I announced that Brandon was going to be my shit take, he immediately started digging up like all these worst takes and stuff that I couldn't ignore, even though I tried to.
Like Darby Allin being heavyweight champion?
Material? Oh my God. Listen. You cheer for almost. I don't want to hear nothing.
I'm an Homo sapien.
You're an Homo sapien.
The hell is that?
You saw all that weight that Batista lost, and you was like, "My king, what happened to you?"
Right.
What do you got for a shit take this week?
I told you what you were doing. You're like a little kid, your little fluffy cheeks just,
and then you're just.
Except you sounded like. Okay, I'm sorry. My shit take of the week. I'm sorry. I have to. Oh shit, he's back. Okay.
Not your shit take of the week.
What'd you say?
I am not your shit take of the week.
You're not my shit take of the week. No.
No.
Actually, I don't know who it is because now since you sent me the Sasha Banks thing, I'm tired of shitting on her. I'm tired of shit. I'll just read it verbatim. I always felt like I was
real, so I wouldn't.
That's not.
I don't
he
know.
Said he doesn't know.
That's why I asked her. Please tell me this is real.
It sounded like something she would say. You know
fake
what?
news, Bobby.
No.
Fake news.
It's entertainment, just like Diddy was
It's
never
the
arrested.
fakest news I've ever heard.
Listen, shut up.
Fake
okay,
news.
this comes from. Shut up.
They eat the dogs. They eating the cats.
Shut up.
They're eating the dogs, the cats, the ducks.
That's why you stormed
The
Capitol.
Monet. They're eating all the Monets.
That's why Duffy stormed the Capitol on January 6th. Anyways, my shit take is this woman who says, I didn't know shit about HBK or Bret Hart when I started watching Restless. I was intellectually curious and YouTube existed. Danielson versus McGinnis has been building for 20 years, and Nigel has been trying to tell you on commentary since he got the job. You can just Google it if you aren't up to speed. So basically, she's saying, in a way, I guess that Nigel Bryan is bigger than Bret Hart versus HBK, which is the dumbest shit that I have ever heard in my life. Like, number one,
Yeah, that's gross.
this goes back to the convoluted storyline that AEW has, because who is challenging for the title? So now Nigel McGuinness is challenging Bryan Danielson at, if he's cleared, at Grand Slam next week. But they keep promoting Darby Allin versus Moxley. Like, I don't get what is happening, which is, I'm still of the opinion, and we can discuss that later. I'm still of the opinion that Bryan Danielson's reign is not supposed to be a long one. He's on his way out, and they're about to make Darby champ. That's just my opinion. But my thing is this: Bret Hart versus, like, how do you not know Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels? Like, that's one of the greatest rivalries, and that wasn't just a rivalry. That you cannot compare Nigel McGuinness and Bryan Danielson, who were probably friends backstage, to fucking Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels, who legit hated each other.
I agree with that.
I knew that at one point that they liked each other, but they legit hated each other. So much so that this man tried to embarrass Bret Hart and get this man divorced on his TV, talking about sunny days and having his wife ask him were the rumors true. Like, I just don't get it. Like, but anyway, that is my unfortunate shit take, since Brandon just won't play along and just be my shit take just for 1 week, because I'm trying to prove a point.
You don't want to sit there and argue against me on this one, because you know I will fucking end you.
You can't even end hunger.
Jesus. Oh,
Because I'm wiping you out.
jeez.
Well, let's talk about your take then.
My take was that, let me pull up the fucking thing. Hold on.
Oh, ill prepared.
Basically, he's saying that Rhea Ripley's reign, Rhea Ripley's, since she's turned face, that it's failing.
Yeah.
And that it's not necessarily her getting the pops, it's
No. Okay, here's what's the post. Rhea's character was never meant to be babyface. Crowd reaction is the only reason why she is. WWE is trying their best, but it's not clicking.
okay.
I said I agree with that take.
No. Let me tell you the part, because I didn't tell you the part that I disagree with. I agree that she was never supposed to be face. The part I don't agree with is how is she not clicking as a face? That's
She
the
gets
part that I
that
don't get.
baby face pop,
Because
bro.
Everyone gets cheered. Everyone gets cheered. MJF got cheered as a fucking piece of shit. What are we talking about?
So MJ,
The same shit happened with MJF.
So okay,
But,
so what's good for her versus when somebody legit hates a heel because he's not good at his job, but then they'll say, "Oh, he's doing his job because it's go away." What's the difference?
You're a Roman fan. You should know damn well about this. Roman got booed as a babyface.
Okay, no, the reason that Roman got booed was because of the way that Vince presented him.
But my argument was, look at how she became a babyface, and look how it got to her. Look at the entire story as whole, throw Priest in it. Priest for months was telling Judgment Day, they suck, they need him, and kept shitting on them. Rhea, when she was around, abused pretty much everyone, especially Dom, except for Priest. But Priest and Rhea are the good people in this.
You're overthinking it.
No, it's like logic.
No,
at
this point, the Judgment Day has very logical reasons for turning on them.
Yes,
right.
But
The Judgment Day are a bunch of whiny bitches.
Just simple thinking here. In what universe is the abusive ex the good person here? And that's how she's being presented, as a babyface. And it's not like when AEW turned MJF face and they just completely tried to change him along with it. Rhea's still somewhat of the same, but they're trying to change
pretty much Rhea's history in that story.
They're not trying
Like,
to change it.
Rhea was a dick.
Let's just stick to kayfabe. So you're
Yeah, they
telling
are.
me, okay, well let's just stick to kayfabe. So you're telling me that when Dom sits
Kayfabe
here,
is the same thing.
when Dom sits here and when Dom is sitting here getting abused by Rhea because that's the nature of their relationship, and he likes it. It's not like he's scared. He likes it.
He didn't. He left.
He liked
He left.
And he turned on her.
He
No,
left
the only
for
reason
a chick that gave him nuggies.
No, the only reason he left was that devil Finn Balor. That demon Finn Balor.
They gave Carlito a PS5.
Yeah,
She wormed her way. She wormed her way into Judgment Day when Rhea was out.
Yeah, she treated them with, I don't know, respect.
No, she was fucking trying to use them. She doesn't even give a fuck about them.
They're family.
She literally said that she was trying to take everything away from Rhea. Like, what are you even fucking saying?
Maybe if Rhea wasn't a dick.
Look, just because you don't have just because you don't have a fucking heart, okay, Mr. Scrooge. Just because you don't have
maybe
a
when I
heart.
get off here, I should just let Abby beat the fuck out of me for the next
You
year and a
probably
half.
do.
And just live happily
You
ever
probably do.
after.
You don't even say a freaking pretty female wrestler on a wrestling show. You have to look around. What are you talking about?
You're one to talk.
What are you
make
talking
sure the
about?
doors are locked. Actually, your doors aren't locked.
What are you even talking about?
Your doors aren't locked. I've seen that video. But
this man
Oh
man
my
right
God.
here,
Oh,
this man right here who freaking me and Duffy all the time talk about pretty wrestlers in NXT. Or Shawn Michaels cooking.
no, you don't. You don't. Most of the time, you talk about chicks to some Instagram whore with some fucking blubber ass.
Wow.
Bigger than fucking your forehead.
I mean, fuck you laughing for Duffy because you fucking the same.
I'm gonna fuck this between y'all.
Listen,
Listen.
right. Listen,
I'm right
you
here.
need somebody
I'm
like
right.
Rhea to turn you
I'm
into
right.
a man.
No,
okay?
I'm
Because
right
you
here.
look like a
I'm right.
virgin.
Yeah, Dom
Okay.
realized what his worth was.
Okay. Dom fucking motherfucker set up for fucking nuggies. And he doesn't even eat the sauce.
Oh yeah.
For fucking nuggies. He would have got the sauce like a little kid. Like a little fucking kid.
Oh shit, man.
He probably goes to the store and gets the fucking animal
Let's
shake.
go to priest. Let's go to priest here. He told
Animal
you
shake.
for the
Nuggies. He's a grown ass man.
the 4 months. You guys ain't shit. You need me. They turn
question,
on him to
Josh.
show they don't need him, and it's oh my god, why'd you turn on me? You know exactly
mean it?
why they turned on you.
Okay, so he only said once. He only said once. He only told them once that they needed him, but he was
He
trying
told
to
them like
prove.
every time.
He
He
abused
was
JD
trying.
McDonough for months.
Okay, let's be honest. That motherfucker has a big ass head. Would you not? That motherfucker looks like Lord Farquaad. Would you not?
I don't get why they broke the brotherhood.
Would you
You
not?
know
Let me
exactly
ask you
why
something.
they broke the brotherhood.
Well, let me ask you something, sir. Was JD McDonough? Would he be somebody that you would book in the main event, or would you want to see him get his ass whipped, Mr. Tyler?
I want to see him get his ass whipped, but at the same time,
I would agree with that.
Not
Thank
when he's
you.
supposed to be
Thank you.
a face.
Thank you. That motherfucker headbutts people and headbutts them into next year.
Mhm.
Okay. All Damian Priest was trying to do, Damian Priest was trying to show that he was world heavyweight champion because of the way that he won the title, because it was already after fucking Drew
After CM Punk
McIntyre was
helped him.
distracted at WrestleMania and CM Punk helped him. So of course, and it worked because whether
How'd
you
he
want to
beat-
admit it or
how'd he
not,
beat
because
Jay?
we could go
How'd
into
he beat
another
Jay?
take. His
How'd he beat Jay?
reign was
How'd he
during
beat
that
Jay?
time span was better than Cody's.
How'd he beat Jay?
He got help. He never cheated.
Okay,
It was always somebody that
how'd he
cheated.
beat Drew?
It was always somebody that cheated. He never asked
How'd he
for
beat
help.
Drew?
Yeah, he never wanted the help. That's the
He
thing.
never wanted to help. It was always somebody
How'd
else
he
that
beat
was
Drew?
doing it. It was always somebody else that was doing it.
How'd
It
he
was
beat
CM
Seth?
Punk. It was all. It's not my fault. Listen,
The
listen,
one reign,
it's not-
the one
it's-
defense, he had
let me
no
tell you
help.
something.
He lost.
let me tell you something. It is not my fault that them motherfuckers want to feud with the whole fucking roster. Okay,
It's
They
not
wanna feud
my
with the
fault
whole
that you
damn
hate
roster
Cody because he beat
so bad.
Roman.
Do what?
Not my fault you hate Cody because he beat Roman.
Listen,
Actually, technically, you're supposed to be a Cody fan right now.
Drew's
brothers right now.
Drew's reign. Drew
Solo's return.
Damian Priest's reign during that time span of Cody's was better than Cody's. Even with all the cheating,
Okay.
better than Cody's.
Okay, some may say meth's better than cocaine. Doesn't mean they're right.
Well, according to Mr. Ross, you can't tell the difference of both after a while.
Why you do that?
Like I was saying, like Mr. Ross says, after a while, you can't tell the difference between either one because they fucking have the same effects.
You know,
So what's
I'm
your point?
fat, right? So clearly I don't do drugs.
This makes no
Duffy,
sense.
hold on a minute, Duffy, do you
She
not think
was
that they're
abusive.
Duffy, do you not think there are fat crackheads?
I ain't never seen a
I've
fat
never-
crackhead.
I've never seen a fat crackhead.
Let me show,
I've
let me-
seen a crackhead with the
have.
strength of a fat
I
man
have.
before.
I have. Let me take the Dallas. Let me show you. Let me show you. A fat crackhead.
Well, that's because
Are
they
you-
got like
Are you a crackhead?
Jesus Christ.
Are you a crackhead? Maybe.
Why you do that? I think it's time to
it's
move
okay.
on.
Listen,
Yeah,
we can move
it
on,
is.
but just
I got
say
a
that
question.
just say that you can't handle Rhea. Just say that you can't handle her.
No, just say I'm right, and you didn't
Just-
want to call
just
me a
say-
shit taking
just
a
say
week
that it's
because
gonna
I
end.
fucking
Just say
bodied
this is
you.
gonna
Just
end.
I
say,
bodied you.
Just say you
We're
got
stuck in a
just-
never-ending loop,
I
Eric.
rested, I rested my
just say
nuts
it was-
on your
just
forehead.
say if you got Rhea, you finally have a man.
I dragged it across like Simba.
You didn't.
Jesus Christ.
You didn't. Though.
I'm your Lion
You
King.
didn't though. You like nuggies, don't you? Abby cuts up your little
I
steak
love
into
chicken
little
nuggets.
pieces. I know she does. Abby cuts up your little steak into little pieces
It
of
doesn't
feta
do a
cheese.
few doesn't mean I have to suffer.
Abby, where my nuggies? Where my nuggies? Abby,
Our
where my
nuggies.
nuggies?
You don't get nuggies.
Jesus.
Shut the fuck up.
Why should I have to
Shut the fuck
suffer?
Holy shit, man.
You think if someone fell asleep in the middle of the Titanic sinking?
You just can't 180 turn around and
That
ask a
just like
question
popped
like
in my
that.
head. Like you think during the Titanic, you think someone has like some great story of Titanic, like, oh, I was railing this chick from behind, and the whole room just filled with water. That,
All right. Josh
Like-
asked Eric, are you questioning your decision to come on the show?
Oh, this is great. If I could be a guest every week, hell yeah. I'll just be on the sidelines. I don't mind one bit.
Josh has another question. Eric, who has been your favorite name to bring into Pink Heels?
Ooh, that is a tough one. I will not include the ones from this year, but man, oh man. I think Tommy Dreamer was a lot of fun our first year. He had a blast the whole time. I never knew that he had kind of skin cancer either, so that was kind of a surprise to us. He also put in for one of our raffle prizes and wound up winning, so we got like an autographed Brett Favre jersey and a whole bunch of other goodies. So when I grabbed that raffle ticket, I looked at it, I'm like, man, this is like some kid's writing, but it said Tommy Dreamer on it. I was like, Tommy Dreamer? And he stands up, he's like, yeah! And he was like so excited. He just grabbed that Brett Favre jersey and gave everything else to other people. So that was really cool. The second year, we really loved Sunny Kiss and the Hex. They were amazing, real true to heart, genuine people, and we really love to have them back in the future. And last year, Heath Slater and Kenny King were amazing. We hung out with them before and after the show, closed the bar with them. Those are some fun guys right there, let me tell you. But yeah, those are probably my favorite ones that we've had so far.
Oh, yeah. Eric, don't go anywhere again. Stay right here, because when we talk about the latest news in the wrestling world, everybody gets a chance to chime in. And you two motherfuckers below, we're not talking about Bobby Lashley again.
Come on. Before we jump.
Okay, time out.
You telling me you wouldn't be scared of Diddy either?
Jesus Christ.
I didn't even type that. What are you talking about? My answer here.
I wrote that one.
You guys are just arguing in the comments.
I also wrote this one.
You know what, Brendan? I'm sorry.
And the people agree with this one.
So
the people,
to nobody's surprise, Miro has requested.
They like
To be-
nuggies. They like nuggies.
Wait,
too,
no,
with
no,
no
no,
fucking
you didn't get to
sauce.
your video to get to your segment.
I have a video.
You do.
Hey girl, you ever dance with the devil as pale as me? I know what you're thinking. Yeah, my stomach skin matched the color of my hat. But you know what? I'm still all man, baby. White chocolate.
I forgot
Yeah.
about that
Yeah.
one.
Oh, that's classic.
All right. So to nobody's surprise, Miro has requested to be released. What do we think about Miro requesting his release? We'll start off with you, Eric.
I don't think that's a bad decision at all. I mean, if you don't use it, if he doesn't get used for any reason, I mean, what's the point of staying? I was he under good ties with Triple H back in WWE? If he decides to go back,
I think it was more of a him and Vince McMahon problem.
button heads. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't think it would be a bad idea for him to come back, but it's just like trying to figure out where they could put him and what they would have him do. That's always the confusing part sometimes, and if he fits in what they're looking for, but you never know. There's a lot of other places that he could go to. Like Impact's always dying for people, and I love TNA. I watch it every once in a while, try to keep up with it, and it's just interesting how that whole connection with TNA and NXT are just, kind of blown it out of the water. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with them.
BT, what are your thoughts?
I'm not surprised. AEW does not know how to book people the size of Russo or Miro, what the fuck he's called now.
You're a WWE apologist.
I'm sorry, you tribalistic fuck. What are you talking about?
Here we go.
You calm down before I call your daddy Josh on you.
Oh, Big Daddy Josh.
Calm down. You calm down before I call your daddy Maru.
Maru probably doesn't know where the fuck he is right now.
Was that all, BT? Do you have more before?
No. Yeah, I guess you can kind of tell he was done. He's been around 2 matches in 4 years.
Right.
Ever since he lost the TNT title. Ryan's on the wall. If Tony Khan doesn't want to be like WWE, like Vince of old, just fucking release him.
Acknowledge you.
If
for
not,
what
you're a hypocrite.
See, y'all really trying
Bobby.
to acknowledge you for what? For being absolutely horrible at your job?
Never ending feud.
I'm tired. I'm sick of being nice. Especially to somebody like him that doesn't even deserve it. Like, how do you spell? Is that even your real name? You're probably your name is probably like Josh Rudimentary or some stupid shit like that or something.
Oh, God.
But
What are your thoughts on Miro?
I don't care. Because he's not the first and he's not the last. Y'all are dumb enough to go to AEW knowing that it's a shit show, knowing that they got too many wrestlers. They have all these shows and they still don't have enough to put all these wrestlers on all these shows. You're gonna get lost in the shuffle. The same shit that's happening to Ricochet. I'm sorry. You're just there to have another. You're just there to have another great match. They don't have any plans for you. So when I hear, because this isn't the first time that I heard that some people want to go to WWE, because then when I hear, oh well, you asked for your release, and then you're shocked when he won't. Like I've heard that people were shocked when he won't, when Tony Khan won't release him. Why would he? It's a contract. It's a job. Like that doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand. Like, what was you expecting? I'm not trying to be funny. Like, what was you expecting? Because the one bit that you had Rusev Day was because of the fact you got over because of Rusev Day. Like, that was it. But then once you became it didn't make sense. It was nothing when you went to AEW.
He was over as the Bulgarian brute,
I mean, to be fair, when he did request his release, he was having to sit there and watch Big Bobby Lashley, Duffy's favorite, make out with his wife on top of him.
But he approved
So
it.
I mean,
He approved it.
did he though? Did he
Yes, he approved it. They fucking approved
he?
it.
Vince approved it. Did he?
Yes, he did. He did. He did.
I don't know.
He
This is
approved
around,
of the
this is
storyline.
around the time Vince was a little sicko.
I don't know, but I don't know, but their relationship has been kind of weird to me in the first place because they look like
Well, they're divorced.
Mhm.
I said the relationship was, but I mean, like, what do you expect? Just being serious, not even joking. What do you expect? Like, I
I don't
get
think
it.
he should go back to W anyway.
He's going to. Where else is he
He's
going to go?
going to, but like, what the fuck's he gonna do? I don't think there's really a fit for him.
Well, I mean, it's
Right
kind of
now.
like the same with Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman, before he left, had the long goatee, what gave off Wyatt family vibes and shit. When he came back, I
Looks
mean,
like Duffy.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, I don't know.
Because if he approved it, he hates his marriage.
Hey, you aren't wrong in that.
For me, I'm not surprised. He turned down a storyline and then pitched like 4 others that got shot down. Would I want to stay somewhere that just has me chilling, doing nothing?
I mean,
Like
well,
Ricky
to be
Starks.
fair, they did say that book Vince were one person, and that was Vince McMahon. So
And Tony Khan books for one person. Dave Meltzer.
I'm sorry, Duffy. I'm about to say I got a question.
Oh, good.
Well, it's going to lead into another segment away from this, but it still had to do with AEW.
Let's do it. No Diddy.
I heard from what's not Meltzer, but what's his disciple, Brian Alvarez. What did you hear? What do you think about supposedly Tony Khan telling his wrestlers that now they don't book long-term storylines, they book week to week?
Yikes.
It makes sense, but they did just get through with 2 long-term stories at the same time. Like, based on what they booked overall, it matches up. But we go like in general, they did just wrap up 2 long-term stories.
Week to week
And
booking.
Mariah-
Is it
Mariah made
WCW
points.
towards the end?
No, it's Society X last one season.
No, because WCW wasn't getting deals like AEW is. Like people say AEW's dying. This is the WCW 2000 days. No, because WCW number one, they were losing advertising. They weren't even going to be on fucking. They were trying to look for a channel. AEW has a channel. Apparently, they're going to go to Max.
WCW was still getting people in arenas though. AEW is about 85% empty.
But do you go by the people in the arena or the people who actually watch?
Hey man,
Because even when
It's roughly
WCW
the same
was,
at this point.
even when WCW was dying, they wasn't getting 600,000.
Dude, there's some Jim
There was
Cornette
a
videos
different-
that are out drawing Collision.
Exactly.
and then you got motherfucking
Starcade.
Kenny Olivier over here.
Starcade in 98 had like 600,000 people buy, and then like in 99 they only had like 84,000 people buy.
Don't forget about old Sparkle Crotch neither. God, Jim Cornette's got great insults.
We got Mercedes Moan.
Shut up. Shut up. I'm trying to be serious. Oh,
Motherfucking Twinkle Toes over here has to do a dive every 4 seconds in a match.
And then out of nowhere, Seth Franklin.
Wow.
Jim Cornette is great entertainment. Man. I don't care what anybody says. That man is hilarious.
We got the Cucamonga kids coming.
I hate you. Shut up. Shut up. Oh my God. Jim Cornette doesn't like anybody.
You got goddamn Flippy Dippy Nick and Matt Jackson.
Jim Cornette doesn't like anybody. Shut
We
up.
got Jungle Dino Douche over here.
Dino Douche was the best one. Oh.
Oh,
Shut up. I hate you. I hate you.
And then out of nowhere, it's Will Ostrich. What the
He
fuck?
doesn't even say Osprey. He goes, "Well, Osprey." It's like listening to Edge.
He shit. I can't remember what he said, but he shit on Okada like 2 weeks ago. I'm like, dude. He said, "What the fuck is Okada doing? He's just there." he's like, what the?
There's Riho.
Okada's just there to get his fucking one bitch in per show that he's booked on.
Oh, shut the fuck
You
up.
see the video that they did for Okada? He's like, "What's
No.
your favorite Dynamite moment?" He said, "My debut, bitch."
He's just there to say bitch. All he does is say bitch.
It's hilarious when he says it, but at the same time, I hate how they're using it. But it's so fucking funny.
I just hate AEW. I'm not even gonna lie. I hate AEW.
You don't hate AEW.
So
I do.
back to the original bit we were doing. The Zilla Fought 2 GCW beef has been revealed that Zilla asked a pay increase from 1K to 4K.
Oof.
Because he heard that the owners were talking about all this money that they were making. So Zilla, quote unquote, wanted more money due to good business. What do we think about him demanding a $3,000 hike up on his price? Eric, we'll start with you.
Well, to be honest, I actually talked to Zilla before just for planning Pink Heels stuff, and it's true, he was offering 1K for me. I don't know if it was just because it was a benefit show, but I guess that's his normal fee. So yeah, I didn't hear about that pay bump that you were talking about. I've been looking through and everything. Did that just come up like not too long ago?
Just came out yesterday.
Oh, yesterday. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of not a surprise to me that Zilla asked for that. I mean, I don't know if it's with the whole bloodline thing and maybe with the money thing too. And now he's kind of getting that big ego, it's like, oh, I deserve to be paid this much because, I'm part of them. And, and, if that rumor's true about, him knowing that GCW is going to pay out more money, then it doesn't hurt to ask, but, not to a point where you're going to get, unbooked for the rest of, his GCW career.
I'm not showing that. BT, you go ahead.
Well, the first question is how much are you paying Nick Gage? The answer is over 4,000. I think it's fair to ask for a pay raise. If the answer is under, you don't get that pay raise.
No, Zilla is a big name, so and with what he's been doing for GCW lately, maybe he's at that tier. You don't really know.
He's probably just because of what's going on with the bloodline and everything, he's probably the biggest name available right now.
Right.
Just off of name value.
Yep, I would agree with that.
Bobby, what do you think?
He's in God mode. Okay.
I knew he was going to say some shit.
Okay, first off. So surprisingly, I guess we all agree here. My thing is this. I'm gonna elaborate on what I'm gonna elaborate on what you guys are saying. I agree because here's the thing. Right now, I mean, the bloodline is the biggest story. So they see Fight 2 attached to your name. I mean, obviously, you're going to be attached. So if you're drawing people, why would you not? I'm not going to lie to you. I don't hate it. It's like Sasha Banks. Go get your money. Go get your money because if somebody's crazy enough to pay it to you, because they don't know, because they did work it out where like, okay, well, now he's back on the show. So, and I don't think that they announced how they fixed, what the money issue was between them. But my thing is this: if somebody's gonna pay you that money, why not ask for it? Like my dad always told me, you don't know until you ask.
Mm-hmm.
Sasha kept asking. Sasha got what she want. If Sasha Banks can, then go get your money. I mean, he has a right to. I mean, he's not be if you have the money, don't be like overly zealous with it. Where it's some fee that for a fact that they can't pay, but I don't see nothing wrong with it. I mean, get your worth, especially if they're bragging about the fact that, hey, we got more money and this, and this, and then you expect me to still, if I know other people being paid more than me, and I know that my worth is just on my last name alone is more than them. I mean, I don't disagree.
Yeah, I too would ask for more money. I mean, I can't lie. Who wouldn't ask for more money?
I mean,
But-
you would switch from a hot dog in the handshake to a hamburger in the handshake. That's how much value.
Boy,
that's
I
how
know
much.
you-
That's how much value Duffy has.
I know your big bag ass ain't talking.
Fake ass Bret Hart. Okay, looking like Midian in the ministry.
Wow, Midian. Okay, you got me on that one.
The other bit of news is the reports of the rumors of the Lucha Bros being signing with WWE, even though they are still technically under the AEW agreement. Do we think Tony Khan will be adding time due to injury to screw them out of going to WWE, or do you think he just lets them walk off?
That's a tough one. Man, I really don't know about that one. Maybe I would have to say that they would probably. I think they would just kind of screw them over, to be honest with you. Just let things run out, and then just let them do their thing. I mean, what more can you do? Yeah, I heard a lot of rumors about it because I don't know if I trust the internet much, but when it comes to I thought they were re-signed back to them, but then now I heard that they're going back, and it's like I don't know what they're gonna do with them, to be honest with you.
It's fair,
but maybe it is the best thing to do at this time.
BT.
It depends when they're done. If they're done by early October, I can see him debuting in NXT. I don't think Tony's gonna add time because of Backlash. It's kind of the same reason why he let Cody pretty much walk from his contract.
True.
Instead of picking up his option when Cody wanted to leave. So I think Tony cares a lot about public perception. So I think he'll let the Lucha Brothers walk, knowing that they don't want to be there anymore.
Makes sense.
But while we're at it, let Ricky Starks go. Free Ricky and free Danhausen too.
I mean, we could be here for another hour listing how many people need to be released and let go.
Right.
But instead, Bobby, what do you think?
Stop overpaying people just because you don't want to go to WWE. I don't know. Here's my thing. I don't think that Tony, as much shit as Tony Khan gets, he strikes me as like a wrestler's owner. I don't think that he would intentionally, as much as he wouldn't see value in screwing somebody that's not truly happy there. If it didn't make sense. And for the Lucha Bros, it doesn't make sense. I just don't see him adding time onto his contract and keeping them there. Other than obviously keeping them there so they can't go to WWE. So I don't know, because this story changes every week. 1 week they're signed to WWE, the next week it's a rumor.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I don't know. I tend to wait and see what they're really going to do. Free Ricky Starks.
I don't believe Tony will keep him just because he has a history of letting people go when they want to go.
Not Ricky Starks.
Well, not Ricky Starks, but
Not,
he let
not
he let
Miro.
Ethan Page, he let Jade go, he let Cody go. So you know, he majority of the time lets people leave. How's that?
I can dig of that.
Now, BT, that's all I have. Do you know
No,
of
you
any
won't.
other wrestling news?
Yep. What about Adam Cole and Britt Baker breaking up?
Oh, I mean,
Don't know
I
if
don't
it's
really
true or
count
not.
that as wrestling news.
It is wrestling news.
I mean,
I don't give a fuck.
They're wrestlers.
boring wrestling news.
They're wrestlers, aren't they?
Okay, you want to sit here and discuss it like it's bad reality TV?
I mean, you watch it anyway. You watch Total Divas with the damn Total Divas shirt on. What are you talking
Hey,
about?
man, let me just tell you something, okay? When
You'd
they're
rather talk
putting
about
them
Michael
girls
Jackson
out
than-
there in bikinis every week, I know you were watching too.
I'd rather talk about Michael
You were
Jackson.
there with those big bifocals, like, dang, this show's great.
You know what? But there's one thing I don't need my bifocals for, and them gaudy ass jackets that you fucking wear.
Everybody loves the jackets. Everyone.
Except people with taste.
You
Ouch.
would be like Jimmy Hart if he never made it.
Oh my! Ouch! I'm gonna
playing.
go retire right now.
I'm playing. Don't forget.
I don't know
don't
why
for-
this man. I don't know why this man
When you get
dresses
to
in
that-
MC Hammer's pants.
when you
Going up the stairs, going down. The
when you get to WWE, don't forget me like other people.
Oh, jeez. That's rough, isn't it?
But he's
Only
going
we
to
get that joke. And maybe Talisa, if she's still watching.
He's going to the WWF, the World Wildlife Foundation.
Oh, no.
Oh, BT, is it time to promote things? Or is
Yeah.
there more?
Does he not do
No,
his tracks anymore?
I don't want
He
to.
sometimes does.
I don't want to.
She said stupid. There she is.
So I'll wait till next week because I'm anticipating the AEW TV deal to be announced next week, and the Vince documentary. Obviously, we're going to be talking about that next week. So we'll wait off on those.
Duffy's
So it's
gonna be
time.
in it. He made me play.
Duffy's going to be the main victim.
He's gonna
Time to promote.
he's gonna be like
It's that time of the week. The show is almost over, so it's time to promote some shit.
Don't cut me off.
Mr. Eric Tyler, it's time to promote some shit.
Oh, that's what I like to hear. That's my favorite part of the day. Okay, so here we go. Saturday, October 5th, which is about 2 weeks from now, One Fall Entertainment will be heading to St. Elizabeth Ann Seton Catholic School in Sheboygan for Pink Heels 2024. This is our 4th year that we will be raising some money for Pink Heels, which will help people who have been affected by cancer. Over the last 3 years, we've raised $35,000, and we're looking to bump up that number a whole lot more. We have a ton of raffle prizes, a ton of sponsors, and a lot of wrestling action going on that night. Are you guys ready for the card?
Oh, yeah.
All right. OFE Championship is on the line as the current champion, the 80s baby, will be taking on Psycho Boy Fodder along with Angelina Love. We have Aaron Arsenal and Shane Hills, the Dojo of Pain, and they'll be celebrating the hipster hunk, Aaron Arsenal, having that Tri-County Championship for 2 years now. We have the Strong Style title on the line as the new champion, Jay Cross, takes on Oso Turco. Yeah, Oso Turco. And Drew Hernandez in a triple threat match. The Women's Championship is on the line as Stacy Shadows takes on Leva Bates. I don't know if she's going to be Blue Pants or the Librarian or some other crazy cosplay that she's going to come up with, but we'll have to wait and see what's going to happen with that. We also have the Vacant Tag Team Championship on the line, as I mentioned before, as the Marman and the Swag Man, otherwise known as Milwaukee Vice, will be taking on Ruffo and Yabo, the Brothers of Construction, for those vacant tag titles. We have the Cancer Cup Scramble, which will be a 6-person scramble, and the winner will become our champion for the year. It will be Axel Rico, Nick Colucci, Isaiah Moore, Armando Alvarez, Will Emery, and a 6th person to be named later on at the show. And the winner of that will be the Pink Heels champion and the Cancer Cup winner. Also on the card, we do have 3 more matches. We have the number 1 contendership for the Tri-County Championship as Marvelous Ethan Matthews takes on Coda Jacobs. We have Joey Jet Avalon taking on Bobby Fish. And Mecha Wolf will be taking on Alberto El Patron. And that's going to be a big lineup. We already have a lot of tickets sold. Front row is sold out, but you can get second row for $25 and general admission for $20 at our ticket link website, which is ticketsource.us/onefall. And earlier on in that day at about 12 o'clock, if you guys are interested, come out and do some DDP yoga with Bobby Fish, and that'll be at 12 o'clock. Tickets are $20 for that, with the proceeds going straight to Pink Heels. And then at 3:30, it will be Leva Bates at Freak Toys. So if you want to get there a little early, get some autographs and pictures taken with Leva Bates, you are more than welcome to do that. And then doors will be opening at 5:30, and bell time is at 6:30 for OFE Pink Heels 2024. So that's all I got for the show. Now I'll throw it back to you guys.
And for us here at the Duffy BT Bobby Wrestling Show, next week we have the dastardly Nell Dillinger. BT, don't ask me about October. I'm working on it.
Nell Dillinger. Nell Dillinger.
Nell Dillinger, yes.
What about
He's
November?
returning. No. Working on it. Anyway, for myself, for the rest of this month, you can.
As the phone states, Logan Ross said, as you guys know, me and Bobby are not allowed to eat unless Mr. Ross gets booked, so it's sad so we can eat again. So book Logan Ross today, or at least book his twin or stunt double.
Hey, girl.
Intensity, integrity, and intelligence. The 3 I's of which Logan Ross does not possess. As election season kicks off here, it's just when your options can't get any better, this man arrives. Vote, pick, book your American icon today. Please book Logan Ross. I am hungry. Bobby is hungry. We need to eat. Book Logan Ross.
It's Johnny Shane. That's not me.
Yes.
I hate it here.
Oh.
Promote our things. Now I'm pouting.
You were the same way you were pouting when Vince made you play with Little Batista.
I don't want to play with that Robert Batista. I want the real thing.
Fuck you, Josh. No, it wasn't. All right, BT, you want to promote our sponsors?
It's just so easy to say fuck him, right?
Well, when Now finally invests in like a video board, you think they'll play that every time you come out?
I like it.
Don't give anybody ideas.
Or it's just Josh coming behind you with a tablet with just a video playing.
I would pay for that to happen. 'Cause then Josh would have the fucking terrible job of following me around.
Must resist.
We got Now That's Wrestling. Last week they had their event that Duffy no-showed.
I was booked on another show, not no-showed.
Yeah, excuses. So we got the Fox River Raiders probably killing it right now.
Fox River Raiders have their signing day October 5th if you want to play semi-professional football.
Enjoy. You can be the next Fox River Raider today.
Not today, October 5th.
Rapid Fire Wrestling. I don't know if they're coming back.
You son of a bitch. I knew you were going to say.
Bernie's Burgers. You want one fall entertainment for meat? Go to Bernie's Burgers today.
Why do you call it rapid fire?
Because I don't know. I didn't name it.
Are you?
Let him get through it.
His next show is probably in like Wisconsin.
A different made-up name every fucking time.
That's literally
Why does every town name you have sound like you're choking on a chicken bone?
I didn't name this shit. I just
The
grew up
University
here.
Sports Debate ran by Legarian himself and Mikkel and Sean. Check us out every Saturday morning for Shots Fired Saturday. We talk about stuff that like college football and P. Diddy.
Well, number one, Texas dominates. But continue.
We don't talk about Texas. We got the elite.
The only successful team in Texas.
You got Texas A&M did one yesterday, I think.
The only successful team in Texas. The Cowboys suck.
The Astros are in first place.
Some of your high school teams play like better than the Cowboys.
Brandon, look at Duffy. Duffy's happy because they won the NL West.
The
the Central.
actually, the Astros are the AL West.
I'm talking about the fucking Brewers, you moron.
Oh, well, the Brewers are NL Central.
No, our Milwaukee Brewers, NL Central champions. Dun, 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 dun,
Hey,
dun,
Duffy,
dun,
Duffy,
dun,
real
dun,
fast before we go,
dun,
Duffy.
dun,
You want to hear something funny?
Ah.
I heard that Boston was like 76 and 76 was like a zero margin for error. And somebody said truly a mid-team.
It was zero. It was a zero run differential. Actually,
hey. They made it to 500.
I knew he was going to be happy. Let him finish. Otherwise, we'll be here for another day and a half as he does this song.
I'll call into work. I'm good.
The Brewers get to the playoffs just to lose again.
Dang, sounds like the Cowboys.
Like that
Wow.
old dude just
He had a
popped out of
switch. We
the
weren't even
box
talking about
with
them sorry
46
people.
Hey, at least you got the Houston Tech. Oh, wait. They lost to the Sam Darnold.
You know what? Any
He's
team
got the
that-
Texas ring. Oh,
You know what? Oh, but we won a World Series. Don't start that shit. Because how many does the Brewers
yeah,
have?
what'd
How
you
many do the
this
Brewers
year?
have?
What'd you
Oh,
do
no,
this
sir.
year?
No,
What'd
sir.
you do this year?
How
What'd you do
many
this
do
year?
the Brewers
What'd you do
have?
this
Hey,
year? What'd you do this year?
Zero.
What did you do
Hey,
this year?
I got
Zero.
something.
What did you do this year?
Zero.
I got something to say.
Zero.
All right, what do you got?
Dallas,
Don't say
the
nothing. You
Dallas
can't even
Stars
beat the
season
Jets.
starting.
You can't.
Dallas
You can't.
Stars
You
season
can't
starting.
beat. You can't beat a 40-year. You can't beat a 40-year-old fucking former back.
All right,
Your
Vince,
running
finish.
back. Your running back got me 0.3 points in the fantasy.
It would have been a full point, but he fumbled.
I told you not to draft anyone from there. So that's your fault.
Go ahead, BC. Promote the last group.
Elite Wrestling Society, official Facebook group of the WBT and Bobby Wrestling Show. Check us out for daily wrestling discussions. Do we have anything else? Bobby, any commercials you want to promote?
I thought it was movies.
No.
No. I want to promote how ass New England is.
I don't know. We have the same record, Booty Juice.
But every time that we play, we know we could win a game. Okay, you're just there.
No, you can't. Every time you play someone good, it's
dude. Really? Because that's what happened. That's what happened in New England on Thursday.
I don't know. Why do y'all?
Aaron Rodgers came to your division and made you his bitch.
Yeah, they won.
Aaron Rodgers came to your division and made you his bitch.
We're cheering.
We have an after show for this.
Smack yourself in the back of the head to get the word out.
After winning for 2 decades, we decided to do some charity work. What's your excuse for choking like a Kardashian at an NBA game?
You know what?
You know what? You were good when Jessica Simpson was in the stands. Now you suck cock. What?